Mr. Harry Tomlinson of Maythorpe, whilst walking along the Maythorpe cliff at low tide, noticed a new and substantial fall of earth from the cliff, and under it, partially buried, the body of an horse. He quickly summoned up from the Maythorpe village. The carcass was disinterred and recognised as the famous Black Hussar. For many years, winner of the Young Cup with the county agricultural shows. Mr. Khan was riding this animal when he left the Crown Inn. What? I do wish you'd listen to me, Crystal, and take an interest in what I'm trying to do. The whole point is that there is some doubt. Khan's affairs are in a bad way, and I'll talk to you later. Someone's just come up.
Why don't you persuade your girlfriend to buy the Chronicle, Brown, and you wouldn't have to read your stories over the telephone?
Sorry, sir.
What's on the books for today?
County Council appointment of committee chairman.
Back to the mundane round of everyday reality, eh?
But forgive me for saying so. I think we ought to look into that a bit further instead of just accepting it at face value.
I heard what you said about there being some doubt, but that doesn't make a mystery out of it.
No. What puzzles me is why Khan should so conveniently disappear just when he's faced with bankruptcy and a threat of a libel suit from Alderman Slade. And what about Khan's allegations that certain people look to make a fortune out of the county council by land speculation?
And it looks as though Khan's allegations were going to cost him 10,000 quid.
Which could be enough in itself to make him do a bunk.
The trouble with you, Brown, is you've got an incurably romantic mind.
I think it's a fishy business. And it's our duty to do something about it.
What do you want to do about it?
I want you to give me time to ask a few questions in the right places.
All right. But be careful how you phrase them. I'll let you write the story yourself, but if you bring a libel suit down on this newspaper, I'll have you weighted down with concrete and dropped so far out to sea, they'll be longer finding you than the Will Robert Carr.
Well, the will itself is quite straightforward. I helped Mr. Khan redraft it just after Christmas. He inserted a clause then naming you, Mrs. Beddoes, as his daughter's guardian in the event of anything happening to him.
Chap was as sound as a bell. Never had a day's illness.
But nevertheless, he seemed concerned to put his affairs in order, and he renewed his life insurance, which he'd let lapse at the same time.
5,000, wasn't it?
That's right. Left in trust for Midge. The difficulty is the insurance people won't pay up until we can get probate, and we can't get that without proof of death.
But suppose he's never found.
Well, the procedure then would be to apply for a high court ruling.
And how long's that take?
It could be as much as 7 years before they'd even consider it.
7 years?
I could be dead by then and Midge a grown woman.
Would you like me to write to Lord Sedgmire about Mrs. Khan?
Oh, no. I'll do that.
Just as you wish. You might ask him to get in touch with me, though.
But I was going to go up to the high school.
Well,
but
perhaps you'd rather use my telephone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Kiplington High School, Miss Burton speaking.
Mrs. Beddoes here.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Beddoes.
Of course, you've heard of the dreadful news about Mr. Khan.
Yes. I'm so sorry. I know how close you were.
Thank you. Well, of course, Midge won't be coming back to school for the time being, you know. There's bound to be some talk, and I don't want to subject her to anything of that kind.
No, of course, I understand. I'll leave Midge's return to your discretion. Tell her I'm sorry.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Burton. Goodbye.
Come in.
Alderman Snaith,
Mr. Brown, isn't it?
King's Park Chronicle. Congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you.
I wondered if you'd be kind enough to give me a few words for our readers.
Well, in my new position, I shall continue my previous policy of introducing, supporting, and working for measures which I think will benefit the people of the South Riding as a whole.
Have you any ambition to become chairman of the council, sir?
We already have an able chairman in General Tarkington.
But the general's not a fit man, and he's getting on in years. There are rumours that he might retire before long.
Well, I can't comment on rumours. You'll have to ask General Tarkington himself about that.
But you do see yourself as a potential future chairman?
In the event of the chairmanship falling vacant, and in the event of sufficient numbers of my colleagues indicating that they might favour my offering my services, well, then, of course, I should have to consider the matter seriously.
Thank you.
Now, you won't be tiresome and write it up as Snaith makes bid for chairmanship, will you?
Oh, no, sir. I always quote accurately.
Good. In the meantime, there's plenty of work for me to do in my new position as vice chairman.
The new town scheme is one of your pet projects, I believe.
I've given it my support ever since it was first realised that such a development might be of benefit to the county.
I believe the joint committee are considering two sites.
We naturally prefer to have a choice.
Can you tell me which site you yourself favour?
No. The joint committee's deliberations will be private. I shall make my own recommendation when the time comes and then abide by the majority decision. I think you can be sure that the choice we make will be the right one, considering all the factors involved.
It's sad news about Mr. Khan, don't you think, sir?
Very distressing. Well, you heard the tributes paid in the chamber this afternoon, which naturally couldn't be couched in a formal motion because of the regrettable circumstances. As for myself, it's no secret that Mr. Khan and I took opposing positions on many issues of public importance, but I always found him an honourable and worthy antagonist.
What do you make of the incident, Mr. Snaith?
In what way?
I mean, do you really think he fell over the cliff, or do you believe there could be something else behind it?
My dear Brown, I was in process of serving Mr. Khan with a writ for slander. And you wouldn't wish me to slander him now in his absence.
Must say I find it all very mysterious.
Well, all I know is what I've heard and what I've read in the newspapers. I shall accept the conclusion the facts point to until evidence is produced to the contrary.
No, of course, you can't go on with a lawsuit and disprove his allegations, can you?
I'm not on trial, Mr. Brown. It was up to Mr. Khan to prove his allegations in court, not me to disprove them.
It's a pity it can't be all cleared up, though, don't you think? I mean, when people throw mud, some of it's bound to stick, and I must say, the way land on the Leam Ferry Way's been changing hands in the past few months points to some people hoping to make a good profit out of it.
I own no land on the waste, Mr. Brown, so I can only suggest that you pursue your inquiries elsewhere.
You realise I wasn't for one moment accusing you myself, sir?
I should certainly hope not.
Only it seems a pity that if there is any blame, it can't be laid at the proper door.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
No, it's all right, Askell. Come in. Mr. Brown and I have just finished.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Snaith.
No, not at all. Do please be careful how you write it up, won't you? I'm sure your editor wouldn't thank you if you caused any unpleasantness with the paper.
No, I should say not.
That sounded like a warning.
No, a word of caution. He seems to be bothered about this Khan business, especially since I can't now get him in court to defend himself. An inquisitive young man, Astle, hates the straightforward explanation. Could do well.
I came to offer my congratulations.
Thank you.
You'll soon be boss of it all.
Boss?
Tarkington's on his last legs. When he goes, who's to stand against you?
Oh, time enough for that. I do think it a pity, Astle, that you wouldn't let us put you forward for chairmanship of the town planning committee.
What's the point when I shall be leaving?
Ah, you're twice the man that Tubbs is, and there's work to be done.
So there is up on Clydeside, too.
Which is the more useful?
That is a matter of opinion.
You're as stubborn as Khan in your own way.
There's no more news of him.
No. You will stay until we get our recommendation for Schedule B through the Joint Committee, won't you? I can rely on you for that?
Yes, you can rely on me for that.
That's tenpence, Will. Thanks.
Evening, Tom. Judge.
Evening, Bill. A half, is it?
No, make it a pint. Closed early at dinner time, didn't you? Go around at 1:30, your door was shut.
I've gone to the hospital to see Lewis.
Ah. How'd you find her?
She didn't know me. They've been giving her drugs. I might as well not have been there.
It's a blessing there's things you can give her in such cases.
Aye. It comes hard to say it, Bill, but it would be a merciful release for us.
I know, Tom. Heard any more about Khan?
No. There's George over there. If he's read that morning paper once, he's read it 20 times.
Ah, he's taking it real bad.
Well, the police upset him this morning, coming asking questions. Had Khan been acting unusually?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, miss.
You don't mind me bringing my young lady in here?
Well, this is strictly speaking a tap room, sir. But if your young lady doesn't object, I'm sure my regulars won't for once. What can I get you?
Large scotch for me, please, Crystal.
Craftermans.
I hardly think that.
I'm afraid we've no call for that sort of thing here, sir.
Think of something else.
That's what I always drink.
Yes, I know, love. But you're not in a Great Northern Hotel, Kingsport, now.
Give me a minute, sir. Let me see. You're in luck, sir. That's my wife's favourite.
Oh, but we mustn't take hers.
That's all right.
How much is that?
Well, that's 1 and 8 for the scotch. 10 pence for that.
Oh, half a crown.
Thank you, sir.
All right, George.
It's right to say, Miss Shelby, I suppose.
Same again, George.
Aye.
Interesting bit about Khan's wife in the paper.
They called her an invalid, didn't they?
Well, they've got to be careful how they put these things. What do you think happened to her now?
Oh, well, Khan would have made provision for her, or her father would come and take her away.
Runaway match, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, she were a grand lady. Grand lady. She full of spirit. Full of spirit. Not an ounce of fear in her. She could twist Khan round her little finger. Yeah, you never knew what she's going to do next. And one time she had a little stube old mare that Khan had given her. It was a little devil. Very neat in the feet, though. Well, they were going to a meet. And the missus, she was down early waiting on the drive. That, you know, the only time that she were always hours early was when she was going hunting. Right. And Khan, well, he were up in his dressing room trying to tie his stock, you see. Now, there's something he could never do. Always used to lose his temper on it. So he pokes his head out the window and he says, "Give us a hand, will you?" Well, she's down there waiting in the saddle, you see. So she yells up at him, "I'll be damned if I will." Oh, very free in the tongue for a lady. So he says, "Oh, come on, be a sport." So she says, sport, we're going to get a lot of sport today. You kept me waiting half an hour already." And he says, "Oh, Muriel, don't exaggerate. I've only been 5 minutes, but I might just as well be half an hour if you don't give us a hand." She says, "What? Ordering me to dismount like a servant?" And he says, "I'm not ordering you to do it. All right, don't dismount, and I'll come without the damn thing." She said, "What? I'm not riding with you looking like a fool." And with that, she turns the mare's head, with a touch of the spurs, and she's into the house, across the hall, and up the stairs, slithering and plucking, but still going until she's right in Khan's dressing room. Well, I run in after him, you see, fearing the worst, up the stairs, and there's Khan, in his shirt sleeves, and he's stuck under one ear, and he's standing there, gazing at the missus. And she's sitting as still as a statue on that quivering horse. Well, whether it were surprise or fear, or just plain bad manners, that little mare sticks her legs out stiff like that and starts making water in a great streaming torrent right on Khan's grand red carpet, soaking right through the drawing room ceiling. The mark's still there to this day. Well, the missus, she lets out a wild screech of laughter like she sometimes do. Khan lifts her out of the saddle and starts holding her, you see. Well, she's got her arms round his neck, her hat's fallen off, and she's limp with laughter. Khan says to me, "Take that disgusting brute out of here." Well, with that, still holding her, he walks straight into her bedroom and slams the door. I didn't get any hunting in that day. Sure, a grand lady. But you know, I don't think that she ever gave Khan a day's peace. And yet he worshipped her.
Crystal, that just doesn't make sense. A man doesn't ride out along a cliff after every rain without knowing what he's in for. He doesn't take out an insurance policy, let it lap, and then suddenly pay it all up a few weeks before he's supposed to be killed. He doesn't do that for nothing, does he? No. Let them find the body, I say, if there is a body.
Say that again?
I beg your pardon?
What you saying about Mr. Khan?
Why, are you interested in the case?
I am.
Well, personally, I don't think there's much doubt about it. The insurance company be fools if they pay up. You ask me, there's been too much hanky-panky round here altogether lately.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, all that business about the new town scheme. Khan accuses Snaith and others of corruption. Snaith brings a libel suit. Khan loses his seat on the council. Can't stand up to it, so he stages a getaway.
Oh, you're saying he never did fall over that cliff, huh?
That's right, my friend.
And he broke a horse's back just to save his own face.
Right.
Why, you dirty mouth little prick.
What the?
What's all this?
I'm the faintest idea.
Now, you take it back and look your bloody head off.
Hey, steady, George. You want to be careful what you say, young man. Everybody around here knew Mr. Khan, and we all respected him. George was his groom for 40 years.
All right, old chap.
All right, you take it back then, here.
Anything you say, no offence meant.
All right now, George, he's apologised. Go on. You better leave and take your young lady with you. You have a right to your theories, but you picked the wrong spot to talk about them.
My mistake. I'm sorry. Come on, Crystal.
You all right, George?
Yeah. I made him take it back, though, didn't I?
Don't bother yourself. He's just a young fella talking off the top.
I'd never do a thing like that. Just never. All right, here you are, Tom. I thought I heard the car outside.
How have you gone on?
Oh, all right. I were a bit slow with the change, and I'm glad I didn't have to put a new barrel on.
The cellar work's the most important thing, but you'd soon pick it up.
What about the Mrs. Tom? Any change?
It's all over, George. She died this morning, just before I got there.
Yeah, well.
Aye.
Well, shall I put the kettle on?
You can get me a scotch, if you will, George. A double.
Double.
Get one for yourself.
Right.
Thanks. I'll tell you what, George. I'd be glad if you'd stick around for the rest of the day, if you've nothing pressing to do.
Oh, you all right, Tom?
Are there any customers in?
No, not at the moment. No.
We'll shut the door in a minute, then I'll make us a bit of dinner.
Oh, well, I can do that if you tell me where everything is.
George, have you thought what you're going to do with yourself after the council takes over Maythorpe?
Well, I'll find something to occupy me, and I've saved a bit, you know.
Well, I've been thinking. I wondered what you'd say if I asked you to come in as a partner in this place.
You mean help you run the pub, like?
Yeah. Well, there's potential in the car hire side, but I can't do both. I could soon teach you all the cellar work. Could even give you driving lessons so you could take the car out as well.
Oh, that's a very good offer, Tom. I appreciate that.
Think it over. There's things to do to this place I've never got round to. When we first came here, I'd hopes of making this pub a real goer. But then when Lily didn't seem up to it.
Oh, she was poorly, Tom.
Aye. I'd swear now that she knew when we first came here. And she never told me. Not till she had to.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Meadows.
Good afternoon.
I wonder if I might have a word with you.
Oh, I think so.
What's going to happen about the new town, Mrs. Meadows? Do you know?
Well, I'm not on the joint committee. You'll have to ask Alderman Snaith or Alderman Astell.
Which site do you yourself favour, though?
Well, my people prefer Schedule A on the Lean Ferry Ways, but they're not unreasonable. They'll accept what's best for the riding.
Do you think Mr. Snaith knows what's best for the riding?
I'll tell you what Mr. Snaith knows, and you can put this in your paper. Mr. Snaith knows that all of us, we aldermen, councillors, we all come and go, but the permanent officials stay on. They're the people that really matter, and they mostly get what they want.
Isn't that what you call bureaucracy, Mrs. Meadows?
I don't know what you'd call it, but seems like common sense to me.
Yes, well, mate, there's one other thing. What about this Maythorpe history?
Well, Mrs. Meadows, and how are you?
Mr. Snaith, have you any news for me?
News? You better ask our clerk.
Have you decided on a site?
Certainly.
A or B?
B.
Oh, good, splendid. Unanimous, was it?
No, hardly unanimous, but adequate.
Councillor Huggins.
Oh, good day to you, Mr. Brown, isn't it?
King's Park Chronicle. Have you come to hear the Joint Committee's decision, Councillor Huggins?
Oh, yes, indeed. You realise that I'm not a party to its deliberations, but this matter of the new town is one that's close to the hearts of all housing-conscious people in the county.
I've just been talking to Alderman Snaith. They've decided on the site.
Oh, good. Splendid. Now, Mr. Snaith.
Oh, Huggins.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to explain yourself.
Explain, myself.
Well, what's all this? What I've just heard about Schedule B?
Oh, it's quite simple. It's been decided to abandon Leam Ferry Waste and build on the other side of the Skerrow Road.
But what I want to know is what about the waste now? What about those sheds?
Sheds?
Well, you can't have forgotten the sheds we bought 15 months ago, you and I. I mean, you made the cheque out yourself to Reg Aythorne, £500.
Oh, yes. How's Mrs. Aythorne, by the way?
Well, all right. I believe they moved south.
Ah, that must be a great relief to you.
Hey, look here, Mr. Snaith. I want to know what you're up to. We can't go on working in the dark like this. Now, here it is as I see it.
Oh, do sit down, won't you?
Look, as I see it, here we are going to build a new housing estate, a new town. Now, you call up Astell and me, and you say your money's on Lean Ferry Way, so to speak. Then you call me up again when I'm in a tight corner.
No. Excuse me, Huggins. You came to see me.
Well, same thing. And you put me onto a good thing in land values. Now, you lend me £500 and we invested in those sheds on the waste for security, all right. But then you team up with Kinsport Corporation and you sit on a joint committee and now you say you don't want Lean Ferry Waste after all. Oh, no, it's no good to you now, that isn't. Now you want to build on the other side of the road where your new railway's going. Well, all right again, but what about the sheds, eh? What about our little investment?
Well, I've never pressed you for repayment, have I?
Repayment?
That little loan, £500, because your daughter's husband was in debt. It was your daughter, wasn't it?
Good God, man, you don't think we'd let it stop there when we got a good tip? Drew has put in 2,000 and Tadman another 1,000, and I've sold my life insurance to buy the 40 acres below Tadman's piece.
Ah, so that's the truth of the matter.
Well, of course it is. I mean, did you think we were all too slow to take your hint? I mean, you don't think... Look, surely you knew we should have...
Conspire to defraud the county council? No, I can't say that conclusion was uppermost in my mind. It was you, wasn't it, Huggins, who went to see Khan? It was you who started him shouting corruption by inviting him to join you. Now, why, I should like to know.
But to stop him spoiling it all. If he came in with us, he couldn't fight us on council. I mean, that's the way to get a man, isn't it? Make it worth his while to be on your side. You said yourself it was a pity Khan couldn't be persuaded to see sense.
Huggins, you'll be imagining next that I sent you to Khan. His reaction was exactly what I could have prophesied if I'd known you were going to do anything so foolish. You made him demand an inquiry into land purchase and slander me. You know how I dislike imputations of corruption.
Well, it was you that put us onto it. It was your idea. You said...
Excuse me, but I said nothing about a conspiracy to force up land prices. Didn't you realize that this sort of thing can't be done in the dark? That real estate can't change hands and no one be any the wiser? There are such things as conveyancing and leases. Documents. I should have thought a child in arms would know enough to steer clear of that kind of folly.
Everybody does it.
Everybody? Not, I hope, in the South Riding. Nor in many other county councils, I think.
Then why the devil did you put me onto it, Danny? What did you lend me that 500 for? Don't tell me it was for charity.
Well, I wouldn't be so stupid as to call it charity.
I reckon you meant to have a gamble and then got scared.
To have a gamble, yes. But not quite in the way you mean. Well, there are more ways than one of gambling. Some people like horses, some cards, others go in for the stock exchange. I prefer to put my money on human nature. Well, I pride myself on knowing it, and I like to back my fancy.
Human nature?
Oh, there were several ways I could have spent that £500. I could have bought another motor car. The one I have is perfectly satisfactory. Or invited a number of people whom I dislike to share meals which would give me indigestion in my house, which I prefer to have to myself. I could have travelled to America, which I've no desire to revisit. Or added another wing to my house, which is already quite big enough. But no, on the whole, I decided to expend it on my hobby. That would give me pleasure. So I handed it over to you to see what you would make of it. Well, after all, I had admirable biblical precedents. You preached on the parable yourself. Now, would you spend it on your family, your social reputation, your women?
Women?
Or would you put it into a napkin and bury it in the earth? Apparently, you used it, very properly, to buy off Bessie Warbuckle's blackmail. And then, fascinated by the ease of the game, he tried to turn speculator. But it's no good, you know. It doesn't suit your naturally open, simple and sentimental nature.
Wait, you mean you just lent me the money to see how I'd act?
Certainly. And allow me to assure you that it was worth it.
You did this for your amusement, did you? Well, for fun. You've not just made a fool of me. You've made me sin. For fun. Not for gain, not to get yourself out of a scrape, not to meet an enemy. Just for fun. Gambling with human nature for your hobby because you're rich and you're clever and you know a thing or two we poor chaps don't, eh? Well, all right, I'm not complaining. I'll take my medicine, don't you fret. And I'll face my colleagues and say we've been fooled. We shall have to stand the racket. But look, just understand this, please. You see, I know I am a sinner. I confess it, and I've caused others to sin, and I shall bear whatever just penalty God exacts of me. But you who gamble with human souls for your amusement, who tempts others into traps that don't happen to threaten you who go creeping and crawling on your belly like the snake you are, seeking what Christian soul you can next send to perdition with your little loan here, your little job there, your hints and your tips and your insinuations, pushing others over into the brink of hell and always holding back yourself. Always on the right side of the law while you hurl others to destruction. You! Huggins! Yeah! Huggins! Oh, God! Behold, us sinners, look down upon us in the everlasting mercy. Thou knowest our inmost thoughts, whether they be righteous or unholy. O God, I have been thy servant. Let me never be confounded. Amen. Amen.
Councillor Huggins?
On the whole armour of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Can I get you anything?
Brandy.
Thank you, sir. That'll be 10 minutes. A bonny day.
Yes. Which way is Maythorpe Hall from here?
Straight up the Kiplington Road, sir. It's on your right. Big stone pillars set among trees. You can't miss it.
Is it far?
A matter of a mile and a half to the gate, half a mile up the drive.
They told me the bus passed the gate.
Well, so it does, sir, if you stay on it long enough. You must have got off too soon.
The fellow shouted Maythorpe.
Well, that's right, sir, but this is Maythorpe Village.
What time's the next bus?
About 5:30.
Oh, damnation. Anyone with a taxi round here?
I have one.
Oh, you have you? Well, how much do you charge to drive me to the hall and back?
Half a crown fare, sir, but I charge for waiting.
Can you go now? I mean, leave your business?
I'll just have a word with my partner, sir. I'll be with you in 2 minutes.
Oh.
George.
Plenty of game round here?
Well, there used to be on the late Mr. Khan's estate.
Did you know him?
Oh, yes, we all knew Mr. Khan, all right. He was very well liked round here. You never met him?
No, well, only once, a long time ago. You don't know what's happened to the place?
Nothing as far as I know. They can't do nothing till probate's granted.
Yes, awkward business.
Right you are, sir. The car's ready. Mr. Khan's dead, sir. Had an accident on his horse.
That's what I heard.
I believe they left a maid as caretaker.
It's not the slightest use pulling that bell. They can't hear you upstairs and the front door won't open.
Who the devil are you?
I am Miss Khan of Maythorpe. And who the devil are you?
That's my business. I want to see Mrs. Beddoes.
Is she expecting you?
She wrote to me.
You'd better come with me then. The quickest way is through the drawing room window. If you'd like to wait here, I'll fetch Mrs. Beddoes.
You want to see me?
Mrs. Beddoes? Yes, I did. You wrote to me.
Who are you, please?
My name's Sedgmire.
I'm sorry. Lord Sedgmire.
You're my grandfather.
That remains to be seen. I want to talk to you.
But of course. This is Midge Khan.
So I hear.
I didn't expect you.
I thought I'd better come and see for myself, eh? Good likeness.
Yes. Robert had it done a few years after they were married.
Yes.
Wouldn't you like some tea?
Thank you.
Midge, dear, would you ask Elsie to make some tea?
But, Granny,
Midge, your grandfather's traveled a long way to see me. Now, be a good girl. Do as you're told. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. You're an alderman?
I'm a county alderman.
Bless myself. Can't keep up with these newfangled ideas. Women in my time. My son-in-law left you a guardian to this child.
Yes, but the legal business is held up. We can't get probate because the body has not been found.
So I understand. Unfortunate business. Think the fellow's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, suicide, I suppose. Got himself into a damned mess and shot his life, then killed himself. No near relatives?
Oh, yes, he has a younger brother, an architect in Harrogate. There's nothing wrong with him, but he's no use. And his wife is all fish and finger bowls. No common sense.
Which you have, eh?
Robert trusted me.
You knew him well?
For 16 years, ever since Muriel's illness.
The child's a handful, I can see, and delicate, I understand. Now, you're not a young woman, Mrs. Meadows. What I can't understand is why you ever consented to be her guardian.
You never knew your son-in-law much, did you?
Can't say I did. Can't say I wanted to. When a common farmer takes advantage of your daughter in the hunting field, follows her home, rushes her off her feet, carries her back to his place, drives her into an asylum, then chucks himself off a cliff to leave the mess he's made for other people to cope with, well, he's not the kind of fellow you're inclined to make friends with.
That's what you think.
What would you think, madam?
I can only say what I know. Robert Kahn loved your daughter, and she loved him. There's no doubt of that. He wasn't just what you call a common farmer. The Kahns have owned Maythorpe for 500 years. They may not have had a title, but they were gentry. Robert was the best looking of the lot. Well-educated, great sportsman. There wasn't a girl in the riding, farm or county who wouldn't have had him.
He shouldn't have married my daughter, Mrs. Meadows.
You mean your daughter shouldn't have married him? You'll have to forgive me, Lord Sedgmire. There was not a taint in the Kahn blood. You know where the bad heredity was.
I never asked him to mix up with it. I forbade the marriage.
By blustering and swearing and driving Muriel until she was set on it.
She?
Did she run away to Kahn, or did Kahn run away with her?
He's run away now, hasn't he?
Kahn would never run away from anything. Well, let's say they were young and in love. But I'll tell you this, that the moment they were married, Robert Kahn set himself to do the best for her. First she wanted change, foreign travel, Baden, Monte Carlo, Vienna.
Oh, yes, her mother was like that.
Well, of course, he could afford it at the time. Yes, he had the house done up, they entertained, he spent more than he should. But the farm was doing well, and he could manage. But then the war came, and he joined up. First he was in England, then he was in France. Muriel stayed here and continued to entertain. Yes, she kept open house for young officers. And there were stories.
What do you mean?
Well, when Robert came on leave in 1917, he found her in London with a lot of them. I believe there was quite a scene. She liked scenes, you know. It was then that she became pregnant. And Robert had to go to the war, and she came home. And when he came on leave again, he asked me to take care of her. She was already very strange then. And when the child arrived, we could see at once that there was something badly wrong. We sent for Kahn. He did everything he possibly could. Got a specialist from London, nurses, the finest treatment. And then he had to go back. Oh, it was awful. I've never seen a man so torn. Never think, Lord Sedgmire, that he didn't love her.
Well?
Come upstairs. There's something I'd like you to see. This is the room he had furnished for her. Nothing's been changed at all. Look in the wardrobe. All her clothes, velvet, fur, satin. Would you call that hardship? 30 pairs of shoes. Tell me, Lord Sedgmire, could you have done much better for her?
Oh, God.
In a way, I don't blame you. She was an only child, wasn't she? Mind you, I think that Robert was foolish. He would have done better if he hadn't tried to give her everything she wanted. But he felt he owed her so much because she'd cut herself off from her family by marrying him. And when she was ill, he thought it was all his fault.
His fault?
He thought by making her have the child that she'd gone out of her mind. It wasn't true.
What do you mean?
Well, the doctors were never sure whether Muriel's illness was due to having the child.
You mentioned something about a lot of young officers, that there were stories. Mrs. Beddoes, what did you mean by that? That the child isn't Khan's?
He claimed it.
And you, what do you think?
I think we shall never know.
I see. You want to keep this child. I shall, of course, see that you don't suffer financially. We're not too well off. Land values, you know.
I'm all right. We're not paupers.
Oh, of course, but you must see that I couldn't possibly let you. There's another thing. You really want to keep her. I quite see that I couldn't force you to give her up. My son-in-law made you her guardian. He obviously thought you'd be good to her. But I came here with an idea in my head.
What's that?
My nephew and his wife have lived with me since my wife died. They have one child, a girl, a little younger than Midge. It's lonely at our place. Not many neighbors. And we haven't sent her to school. She has governesses. And perhaps one of those finishing places, Paris, maybe. I think it would do her good to have companionship. What do you say?
I think it will have to depend on what Midge feels herself. She's old enough to know what she wants.
Granny! Where are you? The tea's ready!
Shall we go down?
I thought you were never coming. Aren't you thirsty? I hope you don't mind a broken spout, but I did find some good china. Grandfather, do you take cream?
Thank you.
And sugar?
Well, you seem to have established your claim to me all right, young woman. What do you suppose I came here for?
To take me home to Shropshire, of course.